Oh, great. Right as I right as I unmuted. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Hope you guys had a fantastic evening and a fantastic night's rest. Mine was abysmal. Probably the worst night's sleep I had in years. That was a rough one. Once the painkillers kicked in, though, I managed to conk out. But oh my god, that was awful, awful night's sleep. Ugh. Shoofta. Oh, big shoofta. Right. Right. I'm fine. It was the teeth. My wisdom teeth were acting up on the left side. But again, for anyone that doesn't know, I had the right side, my right side wisdom teeth taken out. They'd actually jaw locked me for a while. I don't know why I didn't just take the left out. Like, I'm sure I had a thrilling and great excuse years ago not to just get the left taken out at the same time. Oh. Yeah, that was a miserable, miserable night. Hold on a second. All right. Yeah. So today I think I cooked. I cooked real hard though, over over yesterday. So we're gonna do the entirety of chapter 3 for Den of the Arctic Wolf. We're already working on chapter 4 too. We're up to, what is it now? We're 40 pages. Yep, 40 pages. So we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. And then the other one, Beneath the Canopy, I put a little more work into it. We're 7 pages in on that. So. Okay. All right, chat. Here we go. We're going to go over a little bit of what we did on Saturday. Just because I was basically doing a little bit of a book preview until we got the go-ahead to go into SCP. Which was fun. Yeah. Alex stood out amongst the snow and stared at the rushing river. The spring melt was in, and thus the current was far more fierce, and it was time for his daily ritual. Slowly he dropped the thick robe and coat that was covering him and slipped down into the icy water with a hiss. He stepped a few feet away from the bank and ducked down beneath that water. Once he was thoroughly submerged, he pushed himself back up and shivered in the cool air. Hang on, I like this. Wisdom teeth are strange. What is their purpose? Do they exist to make us hurt? Are they a curse from an evil wizard? I know. They're just terrible. Back before there was so much sugar and everything, people had better teeth too. So, and they wouldn't take their wisdom teeth out. That was way back when. But man, oh man, wisdom teeth nowadays are fucking terrible. His teeth chattered and his hands shook as he walked back to the robe, quickly running his hands over his head to get as much water out of his hair as possible. He donned his robe and pulled it tightly to his body before bringing the coat over it in turn. Been a strange custom, but one Hilda recommended to him, and he had to admit that such a stark shock early in the morning kept his senses sharp and helped remove any lingering sleep. He also swore that he felt far healthier now than he had before starting this little cold dunk practice. He made his way back up the path he had roughed into the woods and back to the porch of the cabin, took another deep lungful of air, and then opened the front door before stepping inside, and was shocked to see that Victoria was sitting upright and yawning softly. Morning, lass. Victoria. Hope you slept well. I have some questions about that. But first, I'm starving. Well, at least you know what that word truly means now. Alex offered a smile and started in towards his bedroom, while the woman leaned over and tried to look in curiously. He did his best to brush off her wandering eyes as he stepped inside and closed the door behind himself, ready to gather up the clothes he would be wearing for the day. I didn't see any cages, nor have I seen a food bowl or something that would indicate a pet. Victoria's mind slowly started putting pieces of the puzzle together, and her first curiosity was what in the hells could have possibly made all that noise last night. She continued to stare at the door, lost in her thoughts when it reopened and Alex stepped out, now dressed in new attire. He wrinkled his nose a bit as he saw her looking into his room, then grumbled a little. He then moved over to the kitchen and opened up the fridge door. He didn't want to put her on the spot, but the clear interest she was showing about the clear interest she was showing, but he had to admit it was bothering him. I realized I bungled that sentence. Holy fuck. I couldn't figure out, where did I fuck up? Well, get yourself settled in the chair. Gonna give you some more of the jerky for some protein and a bowl full of grapes to help your liver recover. Victoria nodded her head and stood up from the sofa as she wandered over to the table and carefully settled into the chair and looked at him. He set out a few strands of jerky and the grapes before he went to put a pan on the wood stove. She in turn watched him while giving an idle hum as he worked and began formulating what she was going to ask him as he worked. And she began formulating what she... Yeah, I need to put that in there. I have to put that in there. She began formulating what she was going to ask him about some of the oddities of the evening. She lifted up a strip of jerky and began to chew on it while she lightly tapped her fingers on the table. Victoria, you're going to ask your questions? I'm thinking. They're rather odd, and there are only 3 potential outcomes to them. Alex tensed up as he placed his hands on the table and lifted his head. Firstly, there is that. And lifted his head, whoops. Firstly, there is that. Why do you tilt your head so much? Force of habit. Same as the habit of not having any lights in your home? Yes. Alex started to put the piece together quickly as well and realized where this line of questioning was going. This was not good, unless he wanted to steer things away. I sleep well through the night, so... So you just have candles that do not burn away? Alex raised his brows and opened his eyes wide as he realized what she said. Should I mention the sounds that came from your room? No cage or pets anywhere, but those sounds... And why do you have 2 mirrors in the bathroom? That isn't normal. One is so elegant and the other is just a single sheet. That doesn't happen. Alex stood up from the table and grumbled some. Stop. Why are you digging like this? Victoria looked at him, and the man looked at her with pleading eyes. Those eyes that wanted desperately not to answer. You don't know why I was out in the snow. Why I fled the way I did. What life I had left and the choice I had made. It was a selfish thing, for I could no longer stomach that which I had before. The woman sat in the chair, yet seemed all the more lively, as if confessing the sins that bore chains around her, now brought relief and strength. My family was one of wickedness, ruling their gains and wants with fear and violence of a kind unfathomable to most. I bore that sin of knowledge, tried to turn my head away, but all those meals turned as if ash in my mouth. All those comforts and luxuries were as daggers to my very being. I could not bear the weight of suffering that I knew my family committed, and I tried, in total vain and stupidity, to put an end to such deeds. My father did not know how to treat a wayward daughter, and thus defaulted to the heavy-handed and brutish methods by which he maintained control of those beneath him. Punishments were harsh, while bribes and sweet temptations were offered, as if to poison my convictions and strangle my resolve. I was alone in that world, surrounded by a family that did not share in the same distaste that I did for the methods by which we found succor. I had hoped for change, and yet that too was dashed on the rocks of reality, when even the youngest amongst my siblings showed disdain for those beneath his view. I was a naive fool, unless I swallowed all the pride I had and cast it aside. I took of my father's money, snatched as much as I could, and ran just to make my departure hurt as much as I could. I was not thinking clearly, nor had a plan beyond the pain I wanted my family to feel, as a modicum of what they inflict on others. Part of me hopes that the old died out in the cold, and this is my second chance at a better life. Alex didn't know what to say, nor how best to approach such a confession. Instead, he simply drew his hands up and ran them through his hair, for letting out a long sigh. This had to be the doing of spirits, even though it was his own choices that made this inquiry begin. I cannot tell you the truth of things. It is not just for me, it is to protect others. Who would I tell? That doctor said I would be stuck here for weeks before I could travel safely. You don't understand. This is... I confess to you I get that. I do, but this is not just a confession of flight from some terrible home. This is a reality-shattering thing. Victoria raised her brow and then let out a cough, which turned into a fit of repeated ones as she tried to recover. Alex got up and came over towards her, but she tried her best to wave a hand at him to rebuke his aid. You aren't human, are you? Words came out after she composed herself, and were spoken in such an unassuming and casual way that it caught him off guard. You have fantastical things in this cabin. Those sounds and noises were not the making of a man. Having two mirrors is just too strange for me. I couldn't place it before, but you also don't smell like any man I have ever met. There's a strange foresty smell. I can't place it, but your soap is unscented and handmade, and I didn't see any special shampoos in that bathroom. Knowing the truth won't help you. It may, in fact, I get to make that decision. No, you don't. This is bigger than this moment, and I will walk out that door and let the cold finish what it started. Let my end be the justified passing of a tyrant's princess. Alex leaned his head back and closed his eyes, ruminating and thinking on what must be done. He didn't want to have to kill her for such knowledge, and he felt off. I ask you to let me pray, and if I get a sign, I will tell you. If you are praying, then let me see it. I want to watch you do so. He wanted to refuse her words, but he instead nodded his head and carefully moved to her side. He offered out a hand, and she took it slowly, rising up to her feet as he walked towards his bedroom. She had to admit she took a gamble and pushed harder than expected. Her energy reserves were dwindling rapidly, and she wanted to know. It was always the things for humans. Whoops. Sorry, I fumbled that. It was always the thing for humans. That drive for curiosity could latch on at the most inopportune times. Thus it was, as Alex opened the door to his room, She came inside, her eyes scanning at the utilitarian nature of his sleeping arrangements. He didn't even have a bed up off the floor, and instead there was a simple mattress, albeit a very large one, and some stuffed cushions. Her focus only shifted from it to the thing in the corner, looming like a specter. She couldn't believe it. Carved intricately and with a clearly deft hand was a great dragon. Its likeness seemed so real, even though wood made up its entire existence, and yet she could feel the regal energy coming from it. This mysterious awe was compounded when she watched the man kneel before this effigy and bow his head. Yep, floor mattress. But remember, he likes to sleep in his Wolverine form too, so he doesn't need blankets and stuff like that. So he just has cushions in the mattress. Meraxus, I come to you with a quandary. One that seems far beneath you, and yet I must ask it all the same. I know that some truths must not be revealed, for their danger brought, not just to the one that spoke of them, but those that live them. I ask you, I need guidance. What should I do? Is there a sign for me? Victoria carefully stepped up beside him and looked at the effigy, before down at the man. I am unsure if you should be so vague. Would it not be better to speak up plainly, or... I have more questions now. You worship a dragon? Alex did not speak, nor even look up from where he was in prostration before the altar. Victoria did not take offense to this, and instead she looked at the dragon. It felt so real to her, like she could reach out and touch its scales. Instead, she bowed her own head and closed her eyes. There was no response, nor answer, unless Alex at first felt he knew what the meaning was, until he finally turned his gaze up and saw the slight flash as if a twinkle in the eyes of the Emperor's visage, rendered from the hand of a talented artistry. Then came the most surprising things of all, when he heard Victoria let out a slight huff of agitation. Is it always this warm in here? He drew his eyes towards her, then as if a draught from some hitherto unknown breach in the wooden edifice of his homestead found its way through even the door now shut to his room. He could not help the instinctive reaction, and his nostrils flared, and there came her scent to him once more. He did not wish to interpret the exact meaning, but he felt it clear that he had been given just a nudge and told to make his choice himself. Slowly he stood from his kneeling position. This very act brought Victoria's eyes open, and she looked up at him. He weighed those worries and doubts, then cast them into the hands of the spirits as he opened his mouth. I am not a human, as you correctly insinuated. He then brought a hand up and showed it to her. My kind are something more. We are the cross between humanoids and... His voice trailed off, and he stopped himself, for he raised up a finger and slowly turned. Victoria was going to protest, but she saw him traveling back towards the bathroom and not for the front door. While he was gone, she turned to look at the carving once more, and somehow it felt like it had always just been a simple wooden work, touched by the hand of a master craftsman, but nothing more. It was as if the spark was not in it anymore, which lent a curious sensation to her thoughts. It was only as she heard the footfalls returning towards the bedroom, as she turned to face the door, and there Alex stood. In his hands he now cradled the silver mirror, as if it were a child, held delicately and with all due care. If you must know the truth of it, Then take this mirror and turn it to reflect me. He extended out his hands, putting the mirror atop his palms and offering it as one would a gift, yet turned so the felt backing of it was towards the ceiling, and thus no reflection could be seen. She took the mirror into her own hands, holding to the sides of it, before she spun it to look at herself, cast in that silver light, reflecting what little sun pierced the thin drapes of the bedroom's prison cell of a window. Her gaze looked at the man before her, and then she slowly started to turn, stopping before she could see him in it, and taking a deep breath. It was now or never, and she prepared herself and turned that last little bit. Such a small thing to face that mirror's lustrous shine, only besmirched by the marks of the man's hands left from presenting it, at the man who had given it. It was in this very moment that she took a deep breath and nearly stumbled as her eyes beheld the truth that had been kept from her. Let's do a deep breath again. We already did deep breath. She felt a gasp of air. Or maybe she took a gasp of air. Yeah. And Summoner's eyes beheld the truth that had been kept from her. There, standing in the doorway, lit from behind by the far more comforting windows that brought proper light into the cabin, was a thing not in the image of a man. It loomed large enough that its head would easily hit the top of the door frame were it not to duck. Yet the most striking thing were the brilliant green eyes that looked directly at her, and the two ears that sat like triangles near the top of the head. Her mind tried to fit the pieces together, and eventually threw the unfinished puzzle to the floor and let it scatter as she stuttered. You're Her train of thought hitched itself, and she blinked rapidly as if to cast the thing away with the closing of her eyes. Yet deep down she had to remember that she chose this, and the impossibility of it was now a moot point next to the reality of it existing here and now. You can say it. The truth of it. She felt she could not, in fact, but took in a deep breath and swallowed hard. This thing that stood before her eyes, reflected in silver, fit the descriptions found in fables and fairy tales she had been lulled to sleep by. Let me read that. I'm going to read that sentence as is, and maybe we'll fix it a bit. This thing that stood before her eyes, reflected in silver, fit the descriptions found in fables and fairy tales she had been lulled to sleep by as a child. No, it's fine. I need T-O-O. I think T-O would be better. No, really? Fair, I guess. I guess I just need to enunciate it out more. You're a werewolf? The word left her mouth in utter disbelief as she turned to look at the man and expected him to laugh, wanted him to laugh, and cast it away as farcical noise emanated by a confused mind. He didn't. Instead, he gave a slow nod of his head. I am. No, that isn't real. The words tasted as meaningless to her as they did to the man's ears, who sighed and turned to rest a hand on the doorframe. If you want to believe that, then do so. Alex started to turn away, but Victoria soon called out. You worship a dragon? I do. Are there more of you? Alex looked back at her and grumbled some as he looked. So that is why you wouldn't say. Because it may put others at risk. Others of your kind. Yeah. He did not answer her, but he nodded his head, and she slowly started walking towards him and offered the silver mirror back to him. He accepted it and was about to turn and leave when her voice called out yet again. How does that work? What do you do? Do you need something special? One day, perhaps I will answer all those questions, if you're still around. For now, I will tell you that all of my kind give prayer to the dragon god of dragons, Meraxus, the divine dragon emperor. Fancy title. So all of your kind worship him? You are a... She didn't bother stating the word again, for it still felt like an impossibility. We do. Or at least those that haven't fallen to temptations. But let us not speak of such darkness. It is through Meraxus that we are given our divine mandate. We are to protect nature in its splendor and its care for the world. I'm going to add its care. Yeah. Defend the spirits that link ours to that of the divine, and safeguard the natural order that carries the cycle of life. Victoria looked from Alex to the logs make up the cabin she now stood in. Alex, your home is made up of dozens of trees that... You misunderstand. Defending nature isn't defending every blade of grass nor every animal. It is the balance of things. I give back to nature for what it provides me. Have a home where I can escape the cold. I foster new trees, plant new growth, tend to and care for the soils that will offer fresh vegetables in the warmer seasons. I gain food from the animals I hunt, pelts to make into blankets or sell to gain supplies to help others, and the carcasses left behind support new growth and life from the ending of the other. No, this is all my own. This is all this is all my stuff. So, this is all my intellectual property. It's like inspired by, bits of it are inspired by Werewolf the Apocalypse, obviously. But no, this is all mine. Awfully convenient. Only in words. The work comes in the doing of things. Putting the labor in. Patrolling and safeguarding species so they aren't overhunted. Offering toll and care to the spirits. Preparing the soils for new trees and plants to grow strong in. Takes a lot of work and hardships. This cabin didn't spring into existence. Had to take and shape it. Just as others worked on the fridge or radio or even the altar to which I pray. Labor needed to fulfill such things. Some gained through barter and others through currency to give value to the time put in. For me, the warmth I keep inside this cabin is a repayment for the labor I put in to construct it. Well, I suppose that's fair, but just... Okay, I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around all of this. She slowly settled herself down onto his bed and lightly ran her hand through her matted hair. Could you show me what you really are like? Why would you want to see that? Alex tilted his head some and raised a brow. Curiosity, I suppose. Have the puzzle piece in the puzzle, but I guess just grappling with it being real and true is a lot harder than you might expect. Perhaps some other time. You need to finish your food. I did say we are being cautious on overdoing the eating, so as not to cause problems, but you had one piece of jerky thus far. At least eat some more. She had to concede that he was right, but a part of her was strangely fascinated. A secret pulled from him, one that shook her understanding of the world. Another part of her wanted to rationalize away that it was some elaborate trick or scheme. Yet how would that even be possible? The last bit of her, though, was relieved and excited for what better to protect her from the real monsters that were her own kin than a monster straight out of myth and fable. For better or worse, she felt like something inside She felt like something inside belonged here, and that perhaps it was fate that she came to such hardships. Victoria Vink, the princess of a cruel and tyrannical criminal boss, ran away from home and stumbled into the den of a werewolf. Was there any more fantastical storybook than that? Give me a moment. We're not done with the chapter. The chapters in Den of the Arctic Wolf are longer than in Guardians of Nature, because I wanted people to have time in Guardians of Nature to process, because we jump around a lot more. Here, there's only going to be like one jump between chapters, right? Or in the chapters. On the complete opposite side of this remote landscape, the law was coming into its investigation. Past the small, if dedicated town of Point Crescent, standing in defiance of the elements that would question anyone's resolve to live there, Sheriff Brenner, Dr. Fitzpatrick, and Deputy Corey Vander stood in the snow in silence. There, stretched out before the men, as if in mockery of the very concept of art, was a mass of humanity rendered unlike its origin. The current pile of limbs and gore was shaped more like an abstract flower than a person, and this made the good doctor squeamish. Oh, fuck. The doctor's usual composure was thoroughly shattered, and a gloved hand was grabbing at his face, partly to cover it, but for a far more important task, too. If he needed to vomit, he wanted to make sure the scarf his wife had diligently knitted him would be out of harm's way. To be honest, hang on, wait, sorry, I realized who this person is. Hold on. To be honest, I'm more shocked that the doctor is the one struggling so much with this. Well, you seem fine, Corey. The sheriff spoke up before he approached the twisted assortment of limbs. No, actually, that doesn't really work for the sheriff. Need a little more bass to it. We'll fix it later. Well, he's a good man. Hadn't seen anything horrible. Meanwhile, I used to be a cop over in the Capitol. Seen some horror story-worthy stuff, to be sure. The lad's right, Sheriff. It isn't the blood and what the contents are. It's the doctor waved his hands as if trying to grasp the word from the air itself. The inhumanity of it. The barbarity. The cruelty. Well, ritual killers will do that. Be glad this sight didn't have a face or anything beyond the arms and bones and entrails. By the way, given what's going to happen, yes, he probably has. Yeah, but Sheriff, got a more pressing concern. Doctor slowly knelt down near the display and then nodded over to him. Oh, they'll get some horror stories. He'll explain some horror stories. The fact we have more than one set of limbs. John Brenner slowly looked around and furrowed his brow. There were no other signs of dragging bodies or bags filled with limbs, nor any tracking of blood in the snow beyond the arranged ritual. Either of you recognize the symbol by any chance? Fitzpatrick and Vander both looked at the sheriff with all the confusion they could muster. Such an expression did not last long, as they watched the sheriff take a sniff of the air and stand bolt upright. The two other men looked around and back to John, who was grabbing at his sidearm. Sir? Sir, what's wrong? Corey, listen to me very carefully. The sheriff didn't look back to acknowledge the deputy was paying attention, and instead he went from his sidearm and started to withdraw the snow pick he carried. It was not standard issue, but practical for places where the snow and ice could give exceptional complications. "You got a knife or axe on you, kid?" The question made the deputy far more concerned. "Yes, sir, I got an axe for—" "Good lad. Whatever happens, protect the doctor at all costs." His command made him reach back and draw said axe, a simple hatchet with a pick on the back, as he started to more intently look around. The doctor himself was shaking and drew his bag up towards his chest, as he in turn... Blech. I gotta fix that, because I did look around again. I don't like that. I don't like doing repetition like that unless it's important. Like again in Guardians of Nature, it was important when the sky broke like glass, or when the sky cracked like glass, to repeat it over and over again to emphasize like what would you do if you looked up and you saw the sky literally like have a spiderweb cracking effect like glass. So that's why it was important to have repetition there. The doctor himself was shaking and drew his bag up towards his chest as he in turn scanned the surroundings. "What? Sheriff, what do you see? John?" "I could smell it. They're coming." As he spoke, he grumbled to himself and finally turned to his left and glared at it. His eyesight was much greater than that of the two men with him, and he could see the snow carefully shuffling and moving as it neared. He almost turned his focus off when he heard the deputy gasp and the doctor call out. "What the fuck is that?" There in the distance, the well-respected and beloved doctor of Point Crescent, a man who held the community's very warmth in his being, suddenly felt cold. Fear and terror gripped at his heart, and he nearly dropped his precious bag into the snow. His eyes beheld the sight of such an unnatural thing that it made him shiver more than any chill had in his entire life. There, standing out, now passing the vehicles they had used to get out here, was a distinctly unliving thing. Its bare and frostbitten flesh stood exposed to the elements, and it shuffled closer, walking on its legs as if unfamiliar with the function. Its eyes were hollowed out, and a strange pulsating light came from within them, and it was clear to the man that its attention was solely on him. Yet this shuffling mass of unlife was not the only thing. The hands in the macabre arrangement suddenly moved and curled their fingers as if to close around a trap. The sheriff himself looked out in horror as the thing pulled itself up from the snow, no longer trying to stalk closer. It was a thing of pure bone, but had not yet been bleached by the sun's light. It bore the shape of a wolf, and its eyes pulsated with malicious intent. From the far tree line behind it, he could see more shapes shuffling out, flesh dropping from them into the snows. The deputy on the other side started to breathe heavily, eyes locked to his own horror. A thing stitched together of multiple corpses that crawled through the snow, heads bent back to look where it was going, as arms twisted and broken out of shape, carried the vile creature closer. In all his years in Rosentia, even in the capital that bore the name of the Republic, he had never seen such a sight. He nearly broke into laughter as his face contorted into a distressed worry as he saw what had once been a deer, now made skeletal, cracked and popped as it walked without flesh beside the twisted thing that was once human. The sheriff turned his gaze to either side and felt a twinge of hesitation take him. He had only one choice if he were to save these two men. His mind raced with thoughts of what would be best, if he should abandon them to their fate, for he alone could easily survive this. The thought made his stomach turn, that he would need to choose if these two should live or die. As the skeletal wolf charged towards him, the eerie whistle of air rushing over the bones and hollow sockets, he made his choice. Protect the natural order. These two men were still alive, and he would see they continued to be. He braced himself, grabbing the hat and tossing it aside, while he dropped the pick and pulled at his coat. He tore it free of his body and in one, thankfully smooth motion, got his duty belt free and clear, before the sounds of cracking bone radiated out. His shirt and pants began to tear as his skin pulled taut and hair grew all across his body. It was at this moment that the deputy and doctor both turned, hearing the sounds of John Brenner's distress. There beside both of them stood a thing of pure fantasy, and the two of them both screamed out in surprise as if in duet. A shared experience of ultimate terror and dread, as the man they had known for years was suddenly replaced by a beast of myth. Neither of them could react as the creature jumped forward at the skeletal wolf, and with both hands now clasped, smashed it into the snow and hard-packed ground with a snapping and crunch. The Damari did not stop there and spun on his heel, watching the two men now shrieking out and trying their best to shield themselves from the beast. He lunged a hand outstretched, which the deputy swung the axe into and made him wince in pain. Yet the desired effect from the momentum of his immense body was achieved, as the deputy was sent crashing into the snow, just inches from the chimeran creature swiping at his torso. The multi-bodied monstrosity, its attack thwarted, spun and tried to stab at the furry beast with spinal columns now turned to deadly and sharpened tails. One of the columns pierced John in the side, but such were the gifts of his being that he did not worry for the harrowing wounds of the moment, for they would heal in time. Instead, he grabbed the skeletal tail and wrenched the creature closer, for his right footpaw drove it into the ground. He then pulled the tail until it broke free and swung it hard, interrupting the buck that had charged forward and attempted to gore the doctor on its antlers, and driving it head over hind legs into the snow. His focus then shifted back to the thing pinned beneath his foot, and he dropped the tail before reaching down with both hands, letting the claws dig into the abominable flesh and jerking them back with such force he pulled the creature into 3 distinct parts. It did not wail in pain, for it could feel no such thing, but simply jerked and spasmed as the devious energies that gave it function could not carry through in such disrepair of its host. The doctor shook his head, looking at the massive wolf-like beast standing there with bits of the chimeran creature in both hands, and cried out in fear, "Ah, fuck this!" He spun on his heel and charged towards the truck that had conveyed his presence to this decidedly godless place. Yet in his haste he had forgotten the horrific rotting mass of a corpse, now walking upright, that lurched at him with surprising speed and arms outstretched to grab at warm flesh. His mind nearly broke as he started to laugh and brace himself for the inevitable, but was stunned when a big hand grabbed him around the waist and yanked him back. He wanted to flail and cry out, but as he turned to confirm the shape of his doom as a furred thing on 2 legs, he instead saw the deputy, who was somehow calm and holding a hand to the beast's other. I need to add this. There we go. Because I just realized it doesn't make sense. Like, I can picture in my head what's happened, but I need everyone else to understand. Both men were now lifted as if toys to this immense thing. The sight was so at odds with everything that was going on, he sputtered and felt a dry heave go through him. Yet his confidence was strangely boosted as he watched the furred hulk drive its foot into the shambling corpse so hard it flew up and sailed clean over the cars. Was this monster protecting them? What all the hells was happening? His mind's questions were answered, if not directly, as the creature moved him down towards the snow, and a voice called out in rough tones and a deep bass. "Bag." The doctor snapped his attention back to the snow and desperately flailed his arms out to grab the black leather bag that had his doctor supplies in it. As he gripped it tight to his chest, he let out a yelp of surprise, echoed by the deputy, as the creature raced towards the sheriff's truck. "Open it." The deputy stared in shock a moment before he realized what was happening and reached his hand into his pocket to retrieve the keys. It was then his eyes went wide and he looked at the wolf-like thing's face. "Shit, I didn't have them." His words were cut off when the wolf brought the two men together and dropped them down beside the truck. Sorry, let me try that again. I fumble-fucked that sentence. His words were cut off when the wolf brought the two men together and dropped them down beside the back reinforced door of the patrol truck. "Stay." The voice commanded out, and the creature turned and raced through the snow, even going so far as to lurch forward, bracing with both hands down to find more purchase and claw his way as fast as he could. As the massive fur beast came to where he had dropped his things, he swept up the hat, curling his lips in as best he could to pinch it between and carry it as he swept up his duty belt and coat in his hands and began to sprint back towards the truck. His focus turned for but a moment to see multiple more skeletal things racing across the snow towards him. There, though, in the far distance, There, though, in the far distance, stood a hulking behemoth made of flesh and bone, its face a wolf skull, yet with antlers of a buck piercing out from where ears should have been. Its eyes radiated and pulsed with energy, and its mouth opened as it let out a deathly scream. This construct of malice stared so intently at the two-legged wolf that John swore he felt the eyes deep within his body. Such things did not matter, though. They would need to be investigated with the others, and his priority was to save the lives of the two he came with. As he got back to the truck, he extended out the duty belt to his deputy, who grabbed at it and quickly started opening pockets to find the key. It was a mercifully short endeavor, as he unlocked the back door of the truck and pushed the doctor inside. John scanned and judged the monstrosities were still too far to make it to them in time, thus he pushed the deputy into the back seat as well. As he shut the door, he began to shift back, crying out in pain as his body compressed, and shivering as he stood naked, save some tattered clothes in the snow. He pulled his hat firmly to his head and put the coat back on as he grabbed the duty belt and retrieved the key, before he opened the passenger door, pulled the key out, and threw himself inside. No, they don't have eyes. I remember I made mention of the fact that the zombie, clearly it's a zombie, right? Or at least some kind of zombie. Didn't have any eyes. There was just a pulsating glow in its eye sockets. Eyes are very important. Keep that in mind. His haste was paused only for a moment to slam the door shut behind him before he scrambled to get into the driver's seat. Once there, he got into the ignition and took a deep breath before calmly turning it. He got that key. Let's do, instead of got it into the ignition, got that key into the ignition and took a deep breath before calmly turning it. The last thing he wanted to do was flood the engine and stall it here, and was thus rewarded for his care as the engine turned over and growled to life. He shifted out of park, flipped the sirens on from habit, and locked the back prisoners' seats before he floored the gas. The skeletal wolves had made much ground, but now could not keep up with the truck as it raced across the snow, skidding only a moment when it reached the long-neglected but thankfully paved road and raced away. All three men had turned their heads to watch as the creatures began to shrink into the distance, and John let out a long sigh of relief before shivering from the sensation of cold throughout his body. He focused intently on the road and nearly jumped when he heard Dr. Fitzpatrick cry out, What in the name of gods was that? In the name of the gods was that? And what the fuck are you, John? Fuck, I am. His breathing pace increased with such rapidity that the deputy had to grab him and start speaking. Easy. One thing at a time, Doc. We got away and John saved us, whatever he is. He looked like some kind of werewolf. A fucking werewolf. Like in children's stories to frighten the little ones. And the deputy patted him on the chest and the man let his voice trail off before leaning back against the seat. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Doc. John didn't need to look back to know that both pairs of eyes were now burrowing a hole in the back of his head unless he took a deep breath. Well, I don't exactly know how to tell you this. I am indeed what you claim me to be, and you saw the truth for yourself. But that brings up a problem. Problem? Problem? What sort of problem? Doctor's voice called out as he leaned forward and grabbed the bars of the prisoner cage, nearly leaning up against them as if to emphasize his annoyance. Well, you both weren't supposed to know that, and I've worked hard to protect Point Crescent, and I really love the town. I don't want to leave it, unless I was presented with a choice. I hope you understand the choice I made clearly, given what just transpired. You were thinking of letting us die out there and getting back yourself, Deputy Vander said as he slumped back into the seat. Correct. But as I said, the choice I made was clear. Regardless of you two knowing my secret, I couldn't leave you both to die. You are good people. Oh, well, thank you very fucking much, Mr. Man-Eater. I'm sure that... The doctor stopped himself, and then he, too, slumped back against the seats. As the adrenaline was starting to wear off, he was beginning to think more clearly, and looked between the deputy, who was processing the information, and back to the sheriff, or more accurately, his hat, as he drove. Right. So, you're a big werewolf, then. That's... What? Is this even reality? We have a lot to talk about, Doctor. Town is in greater danger than I expected. But I ask you both now, please do not go screaming through the streets that the sheriff is a werewolf. I do love Point Crescent and I want to stay. The two men in the back seat looked at each other before the deputy cracked a smile and chuckled some. The odd sensation of laughter made the doctor follow suit before Corey finally spoke up through the fits of giggling. Whatever you say, sir. We're alive to even have that option. There you go. That was all of Chapter 3. Chapter 3, Shattered Realities. Again, wanted it to be like a bit of a mirror situation, right? Alex reveals his secret because he doesn't want to harm the woman that he's taking care of, right? He doesn't want to harm Victoria, who's still recovering. Meanwhile, the sheriff has to reveal who he is to protect the two people that he, as he himself says, they're good people. Point Crescent would be a lesser place without them. And I also thought of a joke that I'm definitely putting in Chapter 4. Chapter 4, when they finally get back to the sheriff's office, and they're all sitting in his office and everything and talking, and they're discussing through things. The doctor is going to look at John, and he's going to tell him, shit, you could sue me for malpractice. And John's, room gets quiet. John looks at him and tilts his head and he's like, what? Why would I do that? And the doctor will say, Because I've been treating you as a doctor, not as a veterinarian. Oh, I love little bits of humor like that. I love it's the little humors, little small things, that people would say to like break tension or just have that moment of realization of something funny and it just pops in their head. And by the way, if you're wondering why the doctor would be treating a werewolf at all, given that the Wolverine don't really get sick and they have like supernatural insane healing capabilities, is because as his job he still needs to get checked out, right? He still has to prove he's physically fit and capable to do his duty, so the doctor is the one that's doing his physical checkups and stuff, right? Exactly. That's the same thing with the two of them in the back car. It wasn't that like anything was particularly funny. The deputy just started cracking up because it's one of those like if I didn't laugh, I would cry. He's having that moment where he's just like, okay, my body needs to process something. we need to process what the fuck just happened. Yeah. Like I said, that was all of chapter 3. And then we're going into chapter 4, routine. I also thought it was a fitting way to have to show that Victoria is smart, right? Victoria Vink is smart. She's not just some bumbling idiot. So the female, because remember, this is a romance book. If you can believe it, this is a romance book. It's not going to be dark romance because, holy shit, dark romance is a truly degenerate and terrifying thing. This is going to be an actual relationship. She's going to teach him that he can actually have and express desires without it being a sin. Because remember, his sin is lust. That's what Alex's sin is. And that's what he's worried about, falling into temptations of it, because that's the one that pulls at his soul the most. Hence why he isolated himself and became a hermit, basically. I was teaching how to handle it. Women writers already have that corner of the market covered, and we need to stop them. We need to stop them. The degeneracy and slop is too much. It's too much. Holy shit. I finally watched the Shoe on Head one about the we need to stop female gooners, and I fucking understand, right? Slaneshi cultists, a lot of them, yeah. Where they have stories, right? But there's nothing. It's all smut, right? There is no actual story to it. That's what I'm hoping I'm getting across, is there's actually a story here. And again, Alex and Victoria aren't just going to be... It's not just like a, oh, my destined mate sort of thing. No, I hate that stuff, too. It's going to be an actual relationship. They're going to get testy with each other. They're going to yell at each other, but they still care. But there's going to be arguments. There's going to be, she's going to try to push her ideals onto him, and he's going to rebuke them and stuff like that. Again, it's not just it's the two-way street, right? As a relationship should be. It's the two-way street. But it does feel kind of the more instinctual side, where men want to be the protectors and providers, right? And in this, he's in the literal sense. He is the protector and provider for Victoria, who's recovering from malnutrition and starvation, because she was trapped out in the snows for near a week. And then Victoria, it's the female fantasy of the big and strong protector. In this case, literally, monstrous protector, right? like he could keep her safe, and she will be taken care of. But it's not going to have a lot of that weird, dark romance stuff where lots of hyper aggression and rape and ugh. Oh God, chat. Oh God. Again, they always talk about feminism, and it's always a fucking like mask, because they don't actually want that. Ugh. Yeah, no. Again, I'm a little squeamish thinking about it. It's pretty rough. It's pretty fucking rough. And the dialogue is always cringe as shit. Like, oh my God. The dialogue will always, like, make your eyes spin so fast you could literally fucking be a generator of power. How rude, I'm being called out on the front page, on the main menu. Severe case of skill issue. Wait. Rude. Yeah, so, Megabonk. It's just a good time. I can see my brain up here. And they always have to. The worst part is they always have to frame it as like all of the men, even though they're being super overbearing and dominant, they're always progressives and stuff like that and believe in all that fucking nonsense, right? They don't have any traditional values themselves. They don't carry any like actual masculine traits. They always say stuff like, me going on a date with you is not buying your time. Your time is too valuable, Queen Slay. It's like, oh my God, fuck off. Fuck off. Oh my God. It's so bad. I almost want to show you guys that video. It is, it will make your spine try to contract. It's pretty fucking rough. That's why I said this one I would hope, is like, again, it's a romance novel, obviously, because it's following the relationship between Alex Reed and Victoria Venk, but it's more of an actual, like, relationship. There's just supernatural elements weaved in, but that's not, like, the point of it. These two people are coming together and falling in love because they have an actual, like, care for one another. It's not some weird, like, I only like it when he chokes me thing. No. It's more of a traditional relationship. Like I said, there's going to be arguments. There's going to be fighting. She particularly doesn't like the fact that he kills people. Granted, he says, like, no, they deserve it. Like, again, they're poachers and fucking ne'er-do-wells and things, like. But she's just like, that's very slippery slope thinking. But again, she's being naive because she's hard. Essentially, she's hard rebounding from her family. The Vink family are infamous gangsters, right? Yeah, exactly. No wonder they go so hard on that pseudo-morality, because deep down there, they know they're disgusting people. Yeah. The weirdest part, though, when it comes to men versus women, male gooners versus female gooners, is the female gooners have to share it. They have to let you know. And they need it to be, like, more refined. It's more refined and dignified porn. Hence why you have sections at the bookstore, like, that are literally labeled, "Hear Me Out." That's literally what the section is called, and then it's all these, like, monster rape fantasies. Ugh. Oh my God, it's rough. It's rough for sure. And they always want toxic. They They don't ever want it to be like an actual caring and loving relationship. They always want it to be toxic. Just like, ugh. Ugh. What's funny is Shuon had said a pretty funny thing that I agree with. It's like, most men are like, oh, I want the quiet, nerdy girl. Not the girl who goes out and parties all the time, right? And sleeps with different men. It's like, I want the quiet and shy one. It's like, Shuon is like, no, you need to understand. The quiet and shy ones, the nerdy girls, are the fucking freaks. They're way more of a freak than the girl that goes to the fucking, that goes to a club to party. Like, sure, the girl that goes to a club and party, she may have like 3 or 4 as a body count, but the shy, nerdy girl wants to bang Cthulhu, and that's at least worth 100 bodies. You take care to a party, you watch the weird girl mutate. Yeah. If you take her to a party, I assume is what you mean, yeah. No, and then they had that con, what was it? The Saints and Sinners con or whatever? The convention that was all about the dark fantasy genre, and there was so much sexual assault and like molestations and rape that happened there. Like genuine like criminal behavior. To the point where a lot of the authors were literally like writing on their Twitters and everything that they actually felt disturbed. They thought they would be safe at more of a like super female oriented space, and it was way worse than any experience they've ever had in a male space. Because the women, when they were there, they had no concept of consent. And if you said no, it meant you really wanted it instead. It was bad. One of the men that went there, he dressed up as a character from this one female author's book. He dressed up as one of the characters in it. And he was a friend with the author. And the author had to put on her thing like, we need to seriously talk about fucking consent. It is not okay to come up to him and to grab him and grope him and literally slide your hand in his pants without even saying a word to him. Like, grabbing his ding-a-ling and just being like, no, this is totally acceptable. She said he had it happen to him so much to the point he didn't know how many people were grabbing him and whose hand belonged to who. He actually had a panic attack, had to leave the convention, realized that there was a tracker that was placed on him, so that there were women that were actually stalking him out of the convention, and he blacked out in his room. Like, holy shit. Yeah, exactly. We created a convention for sexual deviance and rape fetishists, and now assault is running rampant. How could this happen? Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's fucking more lies they always tell you. You can't sexually assault men. It's like, bullshit. Alright. Right. So, enough of the heavy talk, right? Still though, fucking dark fantasy, dark romance is a genre. Ugh. Oh, I just realized. All right. Let's see. Who are we closest to? Tony needs like 10,000 basically. He's not close enough. Bush needs 7,000. Actually 6,200. So let's go bush it, shall we? We're gonna bush things. So, welcome to Megabonk, everyone. Where we're gonna do lots of hopping. Oh, actually, no, I should stay and get this first one. I'm still practicing to get good at this game, because there's a lot of strategy and technique and everything to how this all goes. And luck tomes are your godsend, by the way. Really? Okay, well, fine. Just keep shooting those ones. Yeah, sure. Okay, that one's fine. Ooh, tough call. Fuck. We're a little rough on weaponry. That's okay. I mean, that's a good buffer. Come on, come on. Nice. There we go. Oh, hell yeah. Crit rate is always good. Wish I knew how to bunny hop properly. In this game, I mean. I'm gonna try dice build with him. Okay. I'm gonna make sure we kill that. Oh man, these are both good tomes. So I have 4 tome slots. You want luck tome, EXP tome, and then stuff like cooldown and damage tome are pretty good. Quantity tome's okay, depends on what you have. But, yeah, I'm gonna do cooldown first. Yeah, sure. As long as it wasn't the burger. I always banish the burger. Because the burger's terrible. Okay, merchant. Yep. Clap their cheeks so hard that it causes a chain reaction. They explode. Yep, cooldown. I want the beefy ring. We'll come back once we get enough muns. It won't take long. I just need to make sure I don't get eaten by the bees. There we go. More damage. Beefy ring for even more damage. It's funny, I haven't even opened up my first chest. I've opened up like all the free chests and everything. Yep, damage tome, let's do it. Ooh. Missed the last time? Yeah, nice. It's really nice to have, isn't it? There we go, got him. Like a tome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's not bad. We'll take it. I need the EXP tome. is good. I dig damage return builds, even if they tend to be comparatively shit. No, their Thorn build is actually really nice because you have the Aegis weapon, which Aegis lets you literally like no-sell attacks, and then it recharges over time. But you can actually get more and more Aegis depending if you get more quantity. Like, actually having more quantity with Aegis is a good thing. Damn, alright, well, what time it is. My aura's keeping them off of me, but, wow, legendary. Ah! Yep. More dice. A bigger aura. Okay, there's one charge station down there I need to get. Messing with old Age of Wonders Shadow Magic. Never really played it back in the day. I forgot what Sirens were in Age of Wonders 4. Yeah, I don't know much about Age of Wonders lore. I just know I likes it. I likes the game. Though I am a bit annoyed at some of the things. I also don't like that you can't really build a proper custom race until you go through a lot of trials and tribulations. And then you can build a proper custom race, because then you have access to all your actual like actual skills and things you can put on them. Whee! What you got? Both of these are good. I'm gonna do movement speed just because keep ahead of the enemies a bit. XP gain. I need to get better. I need to get better at that. Alright, fine. We're going to start banishing some of these. That's nice. But EXP gain it is. I need more of it. Projectile speed will work, so the dice will go a bit faster. Oh, hell yeah. Luck. Luck. Cool down. EXP, there it is, finally. EXP. EXP. Damage of everything. Damage. I want to pick up range just a little bit. No, Age of Wonders isn't. It's like a real-time, well, not real-time strategy. It's more like there's real-time strategy elements in it, or I guess turn-based stuff. Oh god, it's a grand strategy game that then has turn-based actual combat, right? Yeah. Broadpar's got a better way to do it. A Fantasy 4X game, but then its combat system is actually a turn-based strategy too. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, this is a Survivor style game. Yes. Yes. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do it. That's a pretty chunky increase of damage. Woohoo! Oh, hell yeah, another beefy. Okay, I need to start getting some HP. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, cool. Okay. So it's down a thing. I don't have to worry about, like, climbing a bunch of hills and stuff to get to it. Cool down. Oh, missed it. Stupid of me. No! Whee! I'm denied my pot. My potent potable. They have all kinds of references in this, by the way. Just tons of references. Again, I'm playing a bush right now. I'm literally a bush Wookiee. And the way you unlock this character is you have to find the bush Wookiee in-game and fight him. Anvil. 1000% anvil, holy shit. Because now all my weapon upgrades have a chance of having a +1 additional proc on them. Yeah, do that. Ooh, fuck. Hi. XP gain. Oh, I appreciate that somebody dropped a magnet behind me. Oh, banish. We finally got the burger. See? So now it has 3 procs on this one. You can upgrade. Always worth getting the anvil. I don't like being next to this wall because, as you see, they're trying to drop on top of my head. But we are stun-locking the shit out of Little Bark. Damage tome. Oh, fuck, I didn't grab it. I thought I touched it. Hell yes. That's good for us because if we get to 200, we'll trigger the rings even more. Because we have the for every 100 health, we get 20% more damage. Into movement speed. Power up drop chance. Fine. A little bit of health recovery is fine. I might banish it next time I see it, though. Evasion's okay. Oh, that's fine with me, yeah.
Ooh. Civi XP gain. Oh! Yeah, we're gonna do it, because that's a huge damage boost to us. And we got a massive regen boost, and when we heal, it starts doing damage to people around us. XP tone? Oh, that's a tough call. I think I want the charge faster. I think I'm going to take the wrench. You should see all the references they have in this drop bar. They got a lot of funny references. Power up drop chance. I don't have cheese. But if we got cheese, that would combo really well. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Because cheese is a common item. Old stinky cheese. Chance. Where's my crit chance? 27%. We need to get that up more if we can. I mean, that's not terrible. I would like some stinky cheese now. Stinkum cheese. Oh shit. Okay, now I really want some stinkum cheese. Oh. Hell yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, now you're in trouble, buddy. Ah! Where's my cheeseums? I want my stinkum cheese. Careful, careful. Ah! Ow. Like I say, if I did not kill that guy, I was gonna be shocked. Oh, nice mirror. Double mirror. What's funny is I want the generic items, and I keep getting blues and stuff, which normally is it's not a bad thing. It's just funny that it's working out that way now. Okay. Yeah. Ah! I know I didn't do something crazy like banish it. I know that for a fact. And we're not getting any EXP tome drops here now. Yep, fair enough. We did a novel. We read a chapter of the novel I'm working on. Oh, hello there. Where's the stinkum cheese? I need some stinky cheese. Uh-oh, Tinky. I need the uh-oh Tinky. Where's the uh-oh Tinky? I am not getting any, like, good drops there either. Oh my god, banish. Alright. I don't need any more of those. Thank you very much. Okay, that works. Don't give me the cheese, but I'll take the toxic barrel, hell yeah. Now, if I get bonked, if I touch anything, like this, bonk, bonk, bonk. Uh-oh, get tinkied. Okay. Yeah, EXP, 100% EXP gain. Things are a little dicey. There we go. Okay, now I can just sit and be safe. Hell yeah. We don't got the greatest build going right now. Like I said, if I get cheese, that'll be the best, because cheese triggers off of my attacks instead of off of me getting hit. I need to go start the thing. Hold on. I'll just have to deal with both of them. That's not bad. Whee! Hell yeah. Good bounce. Being cheese to the rat. Rattle. Motherfucker. Okay. No, that's EXP though. That's still good. Oh, Crocoli. I needed way more damage. I don't think I'm even gonna get this golem down. Oh my god. There's not that happened. Nope, there it goes. Damn. We just didn't have the damage potential. I needed some stinky cheese. I needed some stinkum cheese because we had this. And we had the bibble. We had these two. If I had some stinky cheese, that would have worked out so much better for us. Tinky. I needed a tinky. Okay. Oh! A little bit more is bush. Alright. Let's go once more into the bush. Yeah, we'll do it on the desert this time. I'm sure my camouflage works real well here in the desert. Yep, XP gains, good. Yeah, I know what you mean by that, Rapar. Oh, well, it's a good thing I'm jumping around a lot, because guess what? That's buffed by being in the air. Whee! More luck. Oh, and now I get money from just running around. Sledgehammer's always good. Oh, I'm tempted. No. I'm gonna try the fire staff. Oh, that you. Sure. Well, we did get hurt, so having some regen right. Oh, legendary item. Ah, the one I don't like the most. I know it's good for in-game, but I haven't gotten in-game, so. Hate the skeleton balls. They're so fast. Oh, wait. No. No. Ree. No. Fuck off. Look at that. Moldy cheese. There it is. What I needed before. Of course. Not that I know. I don't think you can over crit. I don't know if it triggers with the chance to get mega crits or not. But mega crits do exist. Look at that. Look at that moldy cheese triggering. Ah, the power of cheese. Yeah, sure. We'll take the move speed. Just so I can get away from these fucking orbs of doom. Oh, fuck, I almost jumped onto one. Yeah, sure, 10% bonus damage, that's fine. Yeah, so I see you skipped the book. Bastard bitch. Okay. That's not terrible, because if it triggers enough... Beefy ring is always good. Oh! Oh my god! That was bad. Nope. I knew it. I jumped in the air and I saw him when the elite came up out of the sand. I was like, I'm diving right into him. Fuck. I didn't even get the thing I wanted. Sag. Absolutely savage. $900 more kills. We can do it. Do it. Hopefully we don't get skelly balls this time. He has EXP thing. I'd love to get there. How much do you want for it? 37. Come here before you climb the wall. Thank you. Danger spot, danger spot. Bastard bitch. Oh cool, we got the cactuses. They're a much better enemy to deal with. Fuck, man. Okay, well, not great, not terrible. That's pretty good. And cheap. There you go. Or crit. Fuck, man. What terrible choices. This is a really, really bad run. I might just axe it once we, Good lord, I might just axe it once we get the kill thing. It'll pop up when we get it. Fuck you. Lifesteal. Well, cooldown at least, finally. Ooh, these are all good choices. Forbidden juice.
juice have made it forbidden. That's why they call it forbidden juice. What a fucking disaster. What a disaster. Oh my God. Please. Ugh. I'm playing this so bad. I'm playing this so badly. And we're getting such bad luck on everything. Ah, burgered! Fuck! Fucking burger. Well, that's not bad.
Who are you then?
Not great either, but it's pretty bad. Greetings. If we get the ring. Also, having a buffer is okay. Oh my God, please. Thank you. Lightning staff, you're funny. You're funny. You're funny. Fuck you. Oh, there we go. We got it. I'm tempted to fucking just end this run because this disaster of a run. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Got it. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Do that, please. Thank you. Oh, molded cheese. That's nice. Not too long. I haven't been in it too long. And the molded cheese. If I can just get a fire staff, that'd be greatly appreciated. Oh, hate. moldy cheese.
This is the doing of the bastard bitch. It is. The bastard bitch shit fuck. Who talks like that? Ugh! Please! I beg for release. I'm gonna get a soundboard and just have release me on the fucking thing.
Oh my god.
Please. Just please. Hey! Thank you. You're kidding me. You're fucking kidding me. God, when you get screwed over on everything. You're funny, game. You're funny. I do not. Don't ask again. Ever. We're great at boss killing, but fucking hell. Fucking misery. Misery, absolutely. This is an absolutely miserable run. I need to try to get to the... I'm going. That's why I'm heading in this direction. Thankfully there was this in the way. Damn, you're fucking funny. Oh my god. Please. Release me from this torment. More moldy cheese. Whee! Oh, fuck, I hit the log. First I'll do that, and he's gone. Oh. I don't want any of these. The sword is terrible. I refuse. Well, with how miserable this run is, we'll just take the bloody tome. Hurry up, please. Hurry up, please. They're coming. I have not unlocked the Executioner yet. We're what, 3,000 kills away with the sword to get there. I hate the fucking sword. It's just so bad. Oh, thank God we can leave. I hate the sword. And it'll be better for later. If we ever get the fucking fire staff. We haven't seen it once this entire run. Yeah, and that'll be good if we get the ring. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, I know you're over here somewhere. There you are. Forbidden juice. Now we're at 56% crit chance. That's pretty good. Do one. We lost the watch. That's EXP. Fuck. I know. There are better choices for at the moment. Again, this has been a miserable run in terms of choices. We have gotten some epic garbage. Like this. Crit damage. Fine. Ooh, no. Ring, perfect. All right. You're funny, game. You're funny. Give me the fucking. Give me the fire staff. I don't want to go back here. Ah, damn it. Ugh! Fuck, chat. Hold on. Oh. Fuck, I rolled over the back of my foot. Scraped it. Oh my god. That's fucking painful. And this run is dog shit. Fuck. That's one thing I hate about office chairs. They're so fucking annoying. Okay, those are all shit. Okay. I mean, I guess we could do the fucking take a hit, but... Yeah, this has just been an epic run of getting fucked over by everything. This is fucking genuine trash. That's bonus damage. Ugh! Bounced off of that one. Oh my god! Like a fucking knows. It knows what I want. And it's going to punish me and make sure I don't ever get it. Yeah, I mean, at least we got a good crit, right? We're at 86% crit chance. Well, I actually broke the skin. Ow. Fuck me, that hurts. Oh my god! You know what? Fuck you. Just so we get it out, something out of the fucking rotation, you know? No, the office chair I have, it rolled enough to catch my Achilles tendon and dragged and scraped and pulled a bunch of... There it is! Oh my god, finally! It's one of the reasons why I look forward to hover chairs. No longer have, like, chair legs and things like that to get in the fucking way. Holy shit, 50? I have 5 of them? Good lord. Oh my god. I wish I could see how this thing stacks, you know? I don't think we need 6 moldy cheeses. I mean, maybe we do, but I need some speed. Size isn't bad because size also is the blast radius of the fire staff. Oh, we're getting hosed on everything else. Oh, thank fuck, finally. That's only damage. That's okay. Projectile speed's fine. Take the mirror, so a bonus hit. Finally, some more EXP tome stuff. Jesus. Oh, wait, I forgot we have a map now. That was part of the new update. Whew. So it's got to be back in this corner. This way. Yep, I see it. More projectiles, it's fine. Gonna do both. Nope, nope, stay behind him. Ah, fuck, I still got me. A new bruh. Bruh. A new bruh. No, that's the worst one! Oh shit. I see what's coming next. Please don't auto tag onto me. Thank God. I got a 96% crit chance with all of this. Sure. Projectile. Go downtown. We'll go through the portal in a second. I'm more disappointed in myself that even despite of how bad this run has started and continued, it's made it to the 3rd tier. Oh my God. This disaster is at the 3rd tier. Oh fuck. Or 0 fuck. Either one works. Crit damage. Yeah, sure. Extra attack speed. I might as well fucking, there we go. 100% crit chance. Let's go. Missed. Whee! Oh, hell yeah. There we go. Even more damage. I have a hell of a ghost army following me too, which is nice. That's rough. We're going decently fast on killing him, but it could be so much better. The freaking more stinkum cheese! They heard me last round when I could have used it when I had the 2 toxic barrels. Or sorry, not 2 toxic barrels, 2 gas masks and the Holy Bible. It'd been really nice then. I'm gonna do projectile speed for the fire staff. Ba-bam! I can't believe I've only seen one microwave, and it was a legendary microwave as well. Which is just, that's just so nice. Oh, shield. Okay. Whee! Boom. There we go. Even more damage from the rings. Okay. No. Oh, well, there's the thing, at least. Okay, for this one, when you actually interact with it, you get sucked to a new dimension. Fucking scorpions. There, bastard bitches. Die! Die, scorpions, die! Yeah, sure. Just tons of, like, wiggle room for the final boss. Haha! Dodge them all. Ow. Hey, Grindus. Welcome, welcome. Oh. Oh, that's pretty nice. This run has been abysmal, yet somehow we pulled it back. I hear saying this after the misery that was getting here. Alright, well, let's get out of here. Whew. I've never seen Anubis' arena. Oh, so it's just a recolor of the other arena. Got it. He stole my stuff! Woo! Well, we'll get it back once we break the thresholds. But then things get weirder and weirder as it goes. Nope. Nope. Oh no, please no. Please no, please no, please no. No, 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 no. Woo! Ow. Ow. There we go. Oh, no. No. There's one. That's two. No, please. Ow! See how fucking evil that attack is? We call some bullshit. We call some bullshit. Ah, fuck! Please no, please no. No, 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 no. Yeah, no, 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 no. You don't need that. Thank you. You want to go to the next phase, please? Please? Thank you. Ah!
Don't you dare. Nope. Don't you dare. Thank you. Ah! Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! Ow! Please, please! No! Ow! Hey, you don't need that. You don't need that. No! I didn't know there was another phase! Help me. Help me. No! No! Fuck! That last phase fucked us. The last pillars, because you don't get any health back from him. Oh. Hate. Absolutely hate it. Alright. Well, we did more than I said I was going to do. I said I was going to kill that run because it was so bad just when we got the kill threshold, but well, we did things. Blue bush. Sure. Oh. Absolute misery. Absolute misery. Oh no, yeah, we need about 3,000. No, sorry, 4,000. Or 3,500, whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh. I guess we could try and do challenge runs. Ooh. It's going rough, though. It's going very rough. Huh? Where? What? Where's the... Oh, there he is! Oh, they're up above me. Wait, where in the fuck did they spawn at? By the way, luck totem with Fox is hilarious. Because Fox already gets buffs to luck. So, he's pretty funny. Banish you right now. I mean, I could take the revolver. Be funny. Okay, I just need the cooldown, tome. Oh, God. Fucking burger. Terrible. Alright, well, thanks. Thanks. Guess I can take the mirror, but... Thanks for being terrible. Ugh. Ever seen a bullet hell asymmetric before? This is technically bullet heaven, what they call it, because it's me that has all the bullets, just trying to avoid the enemies. Like it, they're survivors likes because it's like Vampire Survivors, Bullet Heavens. We have a couple names for them. We haven't. I don't think they've decided what their. I don't think the genre name has been like dictated yet. Eh. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Bad spawn. Oh. I turned to get away and I went right into another one that bounced me into the other two. Fuck. Will I play Bloodlines 2? No, unless somebody pays me. I won't play it. They're not getting not getting any of my money. They wanted to throw Chris Avalon under the bus. They can go fuck themselves. I mean, that's kind of what the Survivor genre is. It is kind of a spin-off of the roguelite. How much is it? It's going to be the 300 to play it once, 400 to play it to completion. Actually, no. I'm going to take the play it to completion thing. I'm going to take that up. Because I just have a bad feeling. So, probably 400 to play it once, 500 to do a completion. And again, you can build up to it over time, but do you really want to? I mean, think about it carefully. Do you really want to? Ow! Oh yeah, that's the point why I do. There's no deadline for it. You can build up to it over time. That's what Idiko the Tricky's doing when it comes to, well, was Ratchet and Clank. Now he's doing What the Car. I don't think he enjoyed the fact that I didn't really like. I felt like it was overstaying its welcome. Kreese does a different bounty system than I do, right? Kreese bounty system is pay to reset the timer. I don't do that. Yeah, no, works better. Works better for us. Whee! Man. And you do this just right, so because oh fuck, get out of the way.
No, no, get him. Get him before he leaves. No, him, please. That might actually be a good one. No! Fuck! Well. Bastard bitch. Fucking bastard bitch. Yeah. Again, anybody that's actually a fan of Fallout just despises that Fallout first exists and despises the fact that Fallout 76 exists. And that Bethesda got its greedy little hands on a franchise and decided to run it into the ground. At least we got our weapons stowed this time. The bow can be nice because you can shotgun it, right? So that's the nice thing about the bow is once you start getting projectile counts up, it acts like a shotgun. Getting rid of some of these. Get them out of the draw pool. Is what it is. Oh, that's nice. Wait, I'm a cat. I'll just shotgun it. Yeah, because the value comes from not from the game itself, but it comes from Kree's suffering in it, right? That's how a lot of this tends to work. That's why we get some of the game suggestions we get on the bounty system, because it's not the actual game itself has merit, it's the suffering that comes from playing it. Because you're all a bunch of fucking sadists. Every single one of you. Technically, that's true of all of humanity. You know, Schadenfreude is a thing for a reason. What do we have? Damage, XP, and luck. So I need to get the cooldown. Speak the devil, and he shall appear. Hate that I had to abandon that, but there wasn't a good opportunity for us there. Now I can actually check what this guy's selling. That's pretty good. I'll take the Bible. I'll take the Holy Bible. And toxic barrel, that's really nice. Oh my god. Okay. Just gotta be on this side. Okay, so we got 2 merchants here. I would have taken the luck, but extra cash while running around is pretty nice. He's a blue merchant. Well, that's a good power up. Hold on. Get fucked. And some lifesteal is good. I don't need a bunch of it. Hell yeah. Landed on that guy's noggin. It's a shame you can't Goomba Stomp in this. It'd be fun. You get punished very severely for trying. I can't believe we have 50% damage boost just from needles. What the fuck is wrong with me? Like, what is my luck? Yep, this is gonna hurt. Ugh! I'm alive! Oh my god, 60%! The hell? Shit. Oh, shit. I gotta go this way. Good thing I started heading this way. Meet you over by the fucking teleporter. Oh, nice. Dinkum cheese. Yep, perfect. That works really well with the booble. Forbidden juice, that works really well. Funny. You're funny. God, we have such a terrible build going though. I need way more attack speed. We have so much damage, but we have no attack speed. Oh. Come on. Oh, that would be nice. Ugh! Can I get it? Can I get it? Got it. Hell yeah. This will help a lot. Attack speed. Attack speed. Risk it. I need attack speed, but... Well, there's the other nerd, finally. He showed up to the party. There we go. Ugh. Thank goodness that we found that. Whew. Alright, well, there we go. Whee! Now it's just survival. Whee! More attack speed. Must channel the tism. You will. No, no. You funny game. You funny. Oh, I see a good power up. Can I get to it? Got it. Yeah, there's the reason they call this the finale, by the way. The final waves. Ah! I'm in pinball. Hey! Did not consent to this! Ah! Oh my god! Help! There we go. Ba-ching. All right. Oh, that doesn't count as a quest. That doesn't count as a quest. That's still 96. What? That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Blech. No, I mean, you will die eventually there, no matter what. There's no end to that. They just get faster and stronger. But as you can see, there are leaderboards. Now, the leaderboards used to be hacked.
But they fixed that. Because the theoretical maximum was like 3 million or something like that. Yeah. Halls of Torment's getting a big update in a week. New class. What new class is it? Give me a werewolf class in Halls of Torment, please. The Bard. Well. Excuse me. Actually start using these. Because we've had some. That one run was really fucking dire. I mean, that could be pretty interesting still. I guess let's have a meme run, shall we? Look at him. Perfection. Perfection. Peak masculine form. By the way, his attack is aura. Oh my god, they're so chunky. They weren't kidding chunk mode. They're so chunky. Look at them. I just love the way he walks and everything. This is the skin you get after killing 15,000 enemies as the Giga Chad. Whee! No, he can't. It would be hilarious, but he can't. Luck or crit chance? I'm gonna go luck. Yep. But again, this is the grayscale images. And again, when you take damage, you can actually flex, and it will you'll ignore it for the first time. See, now I got that little shine above me to the right, up a little bit, up and right. That's means I've got my flex stowed, so I can thwap someone. Oh my god, look at him. Get back here.
Give me your money. There you go. Increase aura size. Pretty fucking good. Oh, XP tome. No, we're playing a challenge mode called Chunk. I realize that means I haven't killed any of the one guys yet. Start working on that. There we go. Because first one of those you kill drops a chest. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Holy shit, he's huge! Absolute fucking huge! Ow. Do so much damage. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. So, doing it with the Giga Chad was not the correct answer. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Ow. Nope. Unlucky. That's okay. Scorpionussy. Yep. That's why when it stings you, it's rough. Oh yeah, like I said, I wanted to do a meme run. But if I did want to do the size one, probably go with Tony. Just because this thing gets bounce, which is really fucking handy. Oh. You know, I'll do one more attempt at chunk mode. The other good thing about Tony is you can see he's fast. Shit. Thank you. Revolver bounces too. Very good for dealing with the myriad amount of enemies we'll have. Yep, that works. They're so fucking big, they all count as within close range to me. Appreciate it. Hell yeah. Some lifesteal's not ever a bad thing. God, you're not gonna give me the bounce? Give me the bounce on the pistol. Ooh, fuck. What was that? A sick trick right into him. Oh. Trickster. It's free to rock around. Sometimes it's tricky. Woo! Ah! Something I gotta be careful of because he'll start zooming and then slam right into somebody face first. Oh, fuck! Here it comes! Oh, fuck, it's here! Speed is life. Also, speed is life. Also, death. Ooh. Other way. Yeah. Oh, that timing. That was rough. Whew, more attack speed. No more life steal. The luck would have been nice, but some extra life steal doesn't hurt us right now. Fine. Cheese! Yeah! Here's the part that's gonna skeeze me out. Ugh! Oh! Bob and weave, duck and move! You couldn't give me the fucking gas mask! Bastard bitch. Bastard bitch. Oh, that's nice. You suck, game. You suck. Oh fuck, oh fuck. Eh. That was intentional. Does anybody believe that? Cactus bounce. Sure. Projectile count's fine. More doesn't hurt. Damage tome, yes please. Drop chance. Okay, so not this way. Ugh. Sure. Yep, don't like being underneath big walls because they'll drop right on your head. Stinkum cheese. Okay. It was like there's a chance it'll take the cheese from me and I don't want it to. I'll come back to that and we'll build some more stuff. Give me the vendor! Bastards! Bitches! Okay, now. On. Oh, I took a battery. That's not great, but it's not terrible. For 15% bonus damage to the big guys, I will take it. Sure, Ghost is good, especially on this map. Ow. Gold gain. That's funny. Damage tome. Damage tome. Luck tome. Cooldown. Projectile bounce, finally. Projectile bounce 2. Hell yeah. Yeah, so we got damage. Luck. Cooldown. I need EXP. Oh, fuck. Well, that was unfortunate. Didn't mean to do that. That's a waste. Eh! Ah! Oh, fuck, we're so fucked. Oh my god! Nope. Oh my god, we got out of the scorpion pits. Whew. No likey. Me no likey. Oh, more moldy cheese. Nice. If I can just get the gas mask, that would be incredible. Yeah, you do that, sir. I'm gonna go start this. Oh, that's not bad. 'Cause that'll give us a buff right there. Oh, it won't! We're one short. I was tempted. I was tempted. Whoa! Hey, he fell through the ground. Okay, he's back. Like he cheated. Woo. Oh no, he cheated. Ugh. Die! Give me this challenge right now. Thank you. Chunk mode complete. And now we just survive as long as we can. There we go. Yeah, let's do it. It's a hard-taught life for him. Ugh. Okay, well, made that decision for me. No, no touchy, no touchy. Ah! God. I do want to unlock the Executioner eventually. That did count this time. Okay, 97. Right. Play 20 challenges. Ugh. Okay, chat. And I had a good time. Hopefully you guys did too. Yep. There are speedruns. There are speedrun challenges. I'll show you. See? 6 minutes to win. 4.15 minutes to win. 4 and a quarter. Yep. Anyways, chat. I'm gonna say thank you all so much for tuning in, and you know what? Thematically appropriate, considering we just did the desert. We will be watching The Mummy Returns this Saturday for Saturday Showtime. Should be good. Also, there's work I'm going to be doing on Saturdays and Sundays now, so that should also be good. But yeah. In the meantime, hope you guys take care. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe and healthy. Get ripped. I'm going to make myself some food because I am very hungry. My stomach is grumbling, rumbling. It's just too bad they didn't make any more movies in the Mummyverse after that. I know. What a shame. What a shame there were no other movies after that. You know, there could have been an interesting one, like some king of some kind. Like, maybe he'd made a deal and got, like, poisoned by a scorpion or something. I don't know. Oh, man. You know, I think it could be a good movie. I don't know. They'd probably fuck it up, though. Yeah. We're going to keep doing the work on it. I don't know if I'll do a read of Arctic Wolf tomorrow, or if we'll do Beneath the Canopy. I don't know which. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Arctic Wolf one. I think it came out really well. I think I was cooking with that one for sure. Especially the fight. I think the fight sequence came out real good. But yeah. Bye-bye for now, everyone. Yeah.